President Abraham Lincoln declared Yosemite California's first state park back in 1864. Not long after, Yosemite became a national park, and much of the world has since adopted the concept of national parks. Joining me with more on the viability and value of our state parks is San Diego County State Park Superintendent Clay Phillips. Welcome to Evening Edition.
Thank you.
Now, Clay, give us a range of the types of state parks that are here throughout California.
California's state park system is by far the most diverse state system in the nation. We have the lush, dark redwood forests, giant sequoia trees. We have the vast openness of Anza-Borrego Desert State Park right here in San Diego County. We manage more ocean frontage than any other agency, over 300 miles of California's shoreline, all the recreation, especially in the southern half of the state, that comes with that. But also state parks is really the prime storyteller of the whole grand saga of California, going all the way back to Native American villages, communities, through the gold mining era and all the way to the 20th century.
And that makes me wonder, what sort of criteria is there for a park to be designated as a state park?
Well, it has to be part of the statewide story, whether it's a significant natural resource or historic resource or a significant recreation resource that we wouldn't want to just leave in the hands of a local community, because so many other Californians would utilize it.
How many parks do we have in San Diego County, and what makes our state parks here unique?
We have 11 state parks in my district, because I only cover the coastal half of San Diego County. So in my district, I have 11 state parks. 2 of those are operated by the city of Encinitas, so I directly manage 9 state parks. And what makes those unique is actually it's a little microcosm of the entire state park system. We have the intensively used state beaches, but we also have just significant natural resource areas, both at Torrey Pines State Reserve, which people are very familiar with, and at the Tijuana Estuary at Borderfield State Park, which very few people are familiar with, but is probably the environmental gem of San Diego County.
I understand that Old Town San Diego is the most visited state park. Why do so many visitors go there, do you think? And you know, how do they get to know that this is a state park, or do they?
Well, I'd like to think that they want to go there to learn about the history of state parks, and many do, and they want that old time experience of going into an honest to goodness 19th century house of a Mexican owner. But it's much more than that. We have some terrific concessionaires that provide a unique experience in dining, both Mexican and American, and we have some great vendors in the parks that just give a different kind of experience that you can't get anywhere else in San Diego.
Well, there's been of course people know about this, the park fee increases, budget cuts, and then there was that multi-million-dollar secret surplus scandal a few years back. What is the financial health of California's state park system now?
You know, we're still a very broken system, because we've been essentially level funded for so many decades that my staff and my counterparts are passionate about California state parks, and we'll keep trying to do whatever we can to serve the public and protect the resources at whatever you give us. But the problem is that the peanut butter has been spread so thin that it's barely tasty anymore. I mean, we are broken and insufficiently funded in almost every area that we should be responsible for, whether it's public safety or resource protection or maintenance of our facilities. And by way of example,
Well, let me ask you this first. The Parks Forward initiative, I understand, is conducting a review of the park system. Mm-hmm. Are these some of the issues being addressed, or what issues are they addressing?
Well, they're addressing a whole wealth of issues, and I'm personally thrilled by the creation of the Parks Forward Commission, because I think it's a chance for people to provide a fresh look at state parks from the outside. I mean, I'm on the inside and I can whine all I want, but nobody's going to listen to me. But when experienced leaders from the outside say the same thing, they're going to get people's attention, and they're going to be addressing things like creative ways to fund state parks. They're going to be looking at ways to make state parks more relevant. And that's very important because the demographics of California are changing. And the people that grew up going camping at a state park because their parents took them are not the majority of people in the state of California. So we need to be more relevant.
And we will stay tuned to see how this progresses with this Park Forward initiative. Clay Phillips, thank you very much.
Sure. Thank you.